In 2 weeks, it'll be a year since a man murdered a mother and daughter from Loranger. After Callie and Aaron Brunett's deaths were discovered, their suspected killer, Daniel Callahan, confessed live right here on WWL Louisiana. It was a shocking case that left the Brunett family, the public, and leaders with a lot of questions. One of those is, why did it take hours to issue an Amber Alert after Aaron and her sister were reported missing? Almost a year later, we finally have some answers to that question. Rachel Hanley walks us through a detailed timeline of that morning.
231 minutes. We now know that's the time from when Tangipahoa Parish Sheriff's Office first contacted state police to the Amber Alert announcing 4-year-old Aaron Brunett and her sister were missing and their mother was dead. We're also learning why. Last June, state police and the Sheriff's Office both gave us timelines of their communications that morning. We put in a public records request for a more detailed one. It took almost a year, but they finally sent it to us. It shows multiple delays that morning. At 8:37, state police heard from the Sheriff's Office for the first time. That was a message from a sheriff's lieutenant to a state police investigator. The timeline says the investigator didn't see the message for almost 40 minutes because she was out of the office for training. In the hour after that, the Sheriff's Office goes back and forth with different state agencies. At 10:18, they send a request for an Amber Alert. And at 10:30, the State Center for Missing and Exploited Children receives it. And the timeline notes it's missing information.
To say that we provide an incomplete form, I don't think that's an accurate portrayal.
The sheriff at the time, Daniel Edwards, said last year that his office wasn't told the request was incomplete. Our new timeline shows more back and forth between the agencies. Then at 12:28, 2 hours later, the Amber Alert was broadcast. By that point, almost 4 hours had passed from the time the girls were found missing. There's no way of knowing whether a quicker Amber Alert could have made a difference. What's clear is that even though this timeline provides some answers, it raises even more questions. Rachel Hanley, WWL Louisiana.
We asked the Public Records Office of the Department of Public Safety why it took almost a year for us to receive the timeline. We also reached out to former Sheriff Daniel Edwards and have not heard back. Now, earlier this month, Callahan was found competent to stand trial in federal court. His trial is set to begin on July 28th.